Okay, and we're back to the good old normal week by week loss for me. You're welcome, Joe. You nearly secured a playoff spot because of it. Did you secure
I did.
playoffs?
I did. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
You're very welcome. Uh, you actually
This
ended
guy
up.
secured the bye.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking
Joe
happy
actually
about it.
ended up with the third highest points this week.
Yep.
Um,
Who did?
and guess who had the highest point total this week?
Nicky P.
Yeah,
Other Nick.
No.
it was this
Nick.
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 This one.
Nick. Yeah. My bro.
Oh, yeah, it was Nick Stumper or Nicky S.
This one.
Just Nick. Just
Yeah,
Nick, not
my bad.
Nicky.
Just leave it at
But Nicky
Nick.
P
Yeah.
because he's Italian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. My
Is
bad.
that
My bad.
where the Nicky P nickname comes from? Well,
And
semi.
to differentiate instead of Nick P, Nick S.
Yeah.
For my
Yeah,
sanity
who's
when I
Nick?
fucking do the goddamn schedule and shit.
But yeah, so Nick had the highest point total this week.
Thanks in part to that overpaid wide receiver that I got, AJ Brown. 31 points from him.
Let's chill,
Pretty
bro.
sexy
Okay.
looking.
And what did he do the week before? Yeah. Okay.
That's 50 points in 2 weeks. That's
Uh-huh.
50 points in 2 weeks. So
Hey, since he has made the trade, he has performed great for him. So I really can't say anything bad about it.
And every time AJ Brown does well, the Eagles lose. So keep it up, man.
Yeah, I am all for that.
I mean,
On
what that tells me
multiple
is that they're
levels.
probably going to revert back to not throwing it to him so they can win games, so they can stay competitive within the goddamn playoff race.
Wait, hold on.
But that's just
I'm
what I
looking
see.
at like our. So Sleeper gives us the like weekly report, and
What a fun report that is.
I enjoy it.
but I'm just looking at it, and it's saying Blake, you sat Vidal.
I did sit Vidal. I was gonna get into that, and like, it was one of those decisions that I was going back and forth on right before, and then I got busy like doing shit on Sunday because where the fuck was I? Oh no, Aiden was in town, so we were doing stuff, and I didn't make the change that I wanted to make because I was actually gonna I was gonna bench Charbonnet because I was leveraging his on again, off again, on again, off again, and I was like, you know what, gonna just go back and ride with Kamani because you feel like he's due, and didn't do it, and I'm really pissed that I didn't.
Well, you should keep him on your bench because Amarian Hampton looked like he's coming back for Monday Night Football.
Yeah, pretty much gonna drop him, so we'll see.
I was gonna say because I mean, I wouldn't have just looking at who they were playing. I would have stuck with Vidal more than Charbonnet just because Minnesota. I know their offense is absolutely garbage. Sometimes their defense plays well.
Their
Their
defense,
defense is by
dog
far
shit.
like Minnesota's defense is by far and away the best part of that team.
And
But they are like above average at best, I would say.
don't
They
get me
win the
wrong.
turnover battle, they're pretty strong, but that's about it.
Don't get me wrong. Charbonnet did not do bad. He still got me 50 yards and a touchdown. It's a serviceable day. That's
Yeah.
really what I was counting on. Is I just wanted him to get a touchdown, and that's what I thought was going to happen, and it did happen. I was just wrong about Kamani Vidal. If we're actually playing Captain Hindsight here,
Captain
You
Hindsight.
no,
didn't.
it should have been Charbonnet. It
You
should have
should
been
put it in
Charbonnet.
second too.
But
Well, and really, just looking at the scores, you didn't need it.
yeah,
Mintberry
You were really
Crunch.
proud of that one, weren't you?
It's one of the best like sagas of
That's
South
it.
Park ever, bro. It's like one of the best like
That was
eight
it
episode
absolutely is.
saga was Coon and
The oil
Friends.
spill in the ocean.
Yeah.
The pipe burst. You should have put another pipe around that pipe. Kept on hindsight away.
like I knew Minnesota didn't they're not great in general. So I was leveraging pretty much as many Seahawks as I could.
Yeah, that's fair. And yet somehow Jay said.
JSN had his worst week of the year.
Yeah, and I didn't
be
start the
fair,
linebacker for
I didn't.
Seattle
From
either.
Ernest Jones?
Ernest
Yeah.
Jones on my bench. But the thing
Well,
is like
how were you to know that somebody was going to shovel pass
the-
at 40 miles an hour into his gut?
the thing is, right, is like, okay, so I had Aluakon going against Tennessee. Why would I bench him for him?
Yeah.
And then I had
I would never bench him.
right, Henley going against Vegas, who's also terrible. you know. And then I had Schweisinger, who's like leading the league in tackles for Cleveland going against San Francisco after Brock Purdy just put up a 3-pick interception game. So I was like, where do I go with linebacker here? And I chose wrong. But it didn't matter.
Can
Like
Tough
we?
I
call.
was I was going against Ryan, so I wasn't really sweating it.
Yeah.
Here's
I
one thing
almost pulled a U and put in the white flag at like 2 p.m. on Sunday.
Oh,
Don't need to
I'm
do
so
that.
glad you didn't. You're still one of my favorite people for not doing that.
Also, like, there's no point this late in the season on doing that. Like, you you know how brutal this year's been to you, so like waving the white flag at this point seems kind of like
No,
you
see,
didn't
what
put
I'll
up a
do is
fight more
I'll
than
wave
1
the
week.
white flag like
I'm
after
I'm a
Thursday
I'm a
night
fuck
game.
around next week and just throw up the white flag when I'm playing Nikki P because the game literally does not matter. I already beat him earlier in the year. The
Yeah.
rivalry, like I can't lose the rivalry at this point. I've locked up having a first round bye, and so like,
It
what
matters
does it
for us
matter?
little people, okay? It
Yeah.
matters for us little people down here.
Shut up! You're not that far down there.
No,
He's
you're
fighting
not.
for a
You're not.
Well,
spot,
it
man.
matters for him because that will
Yeah.
help his playoff push. He's fighting for that
Yeah.
Sure
spot.
am.
Yeah, okay, that's not saying that I'm actually gonna like throw in the white flag and bench my good players. There's no benefit to me doing that. Like Justin still stands like a outside shot of taking over the number 1 seed because if he wins and
You
outscores me
lose.
by 120 points, then he takes
Right.
it over.
It's
Yeah, I would have to
possible.
I have
lose
to
and he would
score
have to.
more. I have to score 120 points more than you next week.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where I'm
I
at
Man.
have
with
you
On
by
Nikki
what
100.
P.
planet is that possible?
That's where I'm at with Nikki P to pass him is
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
fine with if I get
dude,
the second seed. Like I'm cool with
Yeah.
that.
Justin, don't act like it's not possible. You own the lead record of putting up 280 points in a week.
It was 246. It wasn't 280.
Okay, still, it's possible. If I put up 120 and your team goes nuclear like they have before,
That'd be hysterical if you put up 120. You just shit the bed last week at the season.
yeah, I mean it's possible. I mean,
I mean,
like
I chipped away. Sorry.
my team's cowboy dependent, and if like they do not play well against the Lions, like I need pretty much stellar performances from everybody else, and that's not necessarily a given.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have
Like
been
I
hampered
help
by Jonathan Taylor not being as productive as of late too. So I get it.
my team definitely helped me out this last week, and Kyle's struggling. I I gained 70 points on him. So now I just need to if we tie, like if he wins and I win or he loses and I lose, I just need to outscore him by I think like 60 points now.
Well,
So I
he's
just need a
playing
repeat
Scotty,
performance.
right? Like Scott is his rival.
Aren't you Scott's rival?
No,
Oh
only
no, you
like
two are
only in my
rivals.
head.
That's right, Ryan and Justin.
Yeah,
Yes,
Ryan brought
yes,
the towel on
Scott.
himself. That's not
I brought it on
That's not
myself.
on me.
Yeah, Scott is Kyle's rival. So,
We'll see.
and I'm facing Matt. So there's a
Yeah.
possibility that I sneak my way into a playoff spot.
Come on, Ryan. Shock the
Did you
Just
lose
to
the
world.
lose in the
first
first
matchup?
round.
I need you to win next week, bro.
So
Win this week.
to give everybody kind
I'm
of
gonna
a
need a little bit more
snapshot,
than just shocking the world. I'm gonna need like someone to die on the field.
I'm 71% favored. That's not great, man.
No.
Bro,
so
I'm 78. I'm 78%.
to
Okay.
give everybody like
You're
a
actually
snapshot,
you're actually only 67 now because I put in my bye guy.
Wait till I take out fucking Justin Jefferson and put anybody else in.
Then it's gonna even change more. Put in Marvin Harrison. You won't.
I have to leave him in. Like,
Put in Marvin Harrison. You won't.
what am I
What you
fucking
got,
stupid?
Blake?
No way I'm gonna put him in.
I'm
No,
gonna
put
let
in
them
Marvin
keep
Harrison
going
for
back and
Puka.
forth.
You won't.
Yeah, I won't. You're right. I won't. I'm not gonna put that fucking
You're right,
rivalry. I'm not putting it on Marvin Harrison's jumpy hands. No way.
They're rivals. I'm gonna let them talk shit back and forth.
I mean, you'll see it on Sunday if I wave a white flag that has like an anime girl on it. Like,
Fuck yeah, the white flag waifu.
yeah, the waifu flag.
I have a space already for it too. I have
So
to,
to
I have
give,
to
like-
move my ghost, but
It's fine.
it will live right next to. It'll live
Totally
right
fine.
next to Baradur right there.
It's a body pillow. Don't forget, it's not like a tiny pillow. It's a body pillow.
I know that's like 3 feet.
All right, As long as you know.
Give everybody a snapshot of what our league looks like at this point. Like we're a week away from our playoffs starting.
Rivalry
So
week. Woo, week 14,
yeah,
baby.
and this last week of the year is the final week of our rivalries. But I
It goes by so
am,
fucking fast.
yeah, it
Dude,
does.
right? I blinked and
I
it's
am
already
in the
over.
number one spot. I'm in the number one spot at 10-3. Um, lead the league in points, which is kind of what like essentially sealed that I'm not going to lose out on one of the bye weeks. So I clinched a bye week this week. We also have Justin, Joe, and Andy that all clinched playoff spots.
It's
They
last week, motherfucker.
yeah, Justin did clinch last week because Justin's at 9-4. You've got him and I are pretty much sitting alone up at 1-2 because I'm at 10-3. He's at 9-4, and then you have Andy and Joe that are both at 8-5, and they both clinched this week. Nikki P has put himself back into the playoff picture. He's 7-6, but his point total is the tops of anybody in that like middle of our league, because his team is super hot and cold. And then as of right now, the person is last in is Kyle, but that's not saying a whole lot because Kyle is 6-7. Nick is also 6-7. So like there could be some stuff that changes up there. And by a cloud's chance in hell or whatever hell you want to say, Ice Cube's chance in hell, there we go. If Scott beats Kyle and Nick loses, Scott could be in the playoffs.
That fucking nuts.
That is crazy. I mean,
I was looking at that. I was looking at that.
mathematically, even Matt could make it.
Yeah, like if
No, Matt, look, I know that it
so
doesn't
hold
say
on.
he's officially been eliminated. Go ahead, Blake.
Who who is Matt's rival? Who's he playing this week?
Hello.
Oh, he's playing you? So yeah, he can't go in. I mean,
Well, so
it would
even
be
if
a
he
super
beats me,
outside chance.
even if he beats me, and let's say Scott beats
No, he can't.
Kyle,
He,
he
yeah,
has to outscore Scott by 230 fucking points.
no, he has to outscore Scott by 400 points.
Yeah, because he's got
Oh yeah, sorry.
160.
I
He
was
got
looking at
16,
mine.
1600
Huh.
to
Yeah, sorry, I
two
was looking at
Gs.
mine. Yeah. He's eliminated just because there's that sliver of a fucking chance that for once in a blue moon that we get a plus 300 score.
Yeah, so Matt's for
And
all
even then,
intents, it's kind of it's the same situation that like Justin and I are in, just more drastic.
yeah.
I have all but locked up the number one seed because technically Justin could win, I could lose, and Justin could outscore me by 120 plus points.
I still think it's a very funny idea, but yeah.
Yeah, so
Hey, I
like
outscored Kyle by 70. So
There's
that's
Matt.
not
Where's that 50
120.
points going to come in, man?
your team can do it. Mine can't.
And that was the point that I
Pump
was
the
making
brakes, okay? My
earlier is
team's not as
that
strong as it was
just
at the beginning of the year.
Justin's team has scored 240 plus points in a week, and my
1
team
year
has
ago.
shown a floor of like 120. So if that happens again, there is a world that Justin could take over the number one seed. So yeah, like Matt's in that same kind of scenario, but far more drastic in that he would have to score like 300 plus points, and Scott would basically have to have all of his players go out with concussion protocol at the first play of the game.
Oh
And negatives.
shit!
And negatives. They all have to get a pass and fumble
Yeah,
for
What
him to
I
be.
think's crazy, what I think's crazy is Joe was over there hoping that Ryan can beat Justin. When was the last time Joe beat Andy?
That's
Like
true.
he's got to worry about beating Andy before
Well,
he worries about.
it's been a while. I don't know if it's
legitimately it
happened in the
doesn't.
dynasty format.
Hell
So it
yeah!
doesn't really matter as far as like Joe is
Well,
concerned.
it
You're
does because if Ryan beats Justin and Joe beats Andy, Joe has scored more points than Justin. So Joe would get the second seed and put him into a bye for the first round. So it
Yeah,
does
well,
matter for him. That's
that
why
feels
he's
like
hoping for that.
that
He's outscored
feels
him by
like
like 1
too
point.
much. Yeah, and with the week to go, I'm willing to bet that like you need a lot. That is way too much. That's like a Cowboys playoff scenario at this point.
It's a lot to
He
happen.
just needs a win and he needs a Ryan loss. That's no different
Not
than what I
necessarily.
need.
And you need Justin to not outscore Joe.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Joe would have to score at least the same, if not a little bit better,
I'd hate to
to
tell you,
maintain
but
that lead. That is true.
Have you seen my team score over 160 this week? Not this week, but this season? No.
Your team. Oh, your team doesn't.
Justin has averaging 175. My high for the year has not been over his average.
we're gonna see an anime waifu pillow in the background here.
Hooray!
Yeah. I don't know who has the highest average on the season.
Ooh, God,
I mean,
no,
it has to be
could-
between you two because you guys score the most. You guys have the two highest most.
Could have had some minger weeks.
Let's see. My average is 164.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find mine, and I don't know where it is.
You average
Let's go into the
174.
matchup.
Let's
There
look
you
at
go.
Nikki P's. You are Nikki P's
You're
rival.
10 points higher than me. Shit.
Yeah, 174.
Yeah, Nikki P's is 154.
I average
So, I don't think this is
165.
More than me.
Hey, that's one thing I've always said about my team for the last couple of years. They're consistent. If you can score above 190, you're generally okay with my team.
Were you getting 50 burgers from Jonathan Taylor earlier? That helps your fucking average.
Bitch,
Yeah.
don't you talk with Devin Akane over there.
He only had 44 or 46.
Devin Akane and Josh Allen. Suck my sweaty taint.
You have a good fucking. You at least have a stack at wide receiver and quarterback. You have 2 stacks, so shut the fuck up. I don't want to
He
hear.
has the triple stack with the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's
I
double dipping with
do.
2 good receivers. Eat me. Eat
Hey,
my dick.
I
I
didn't
can't even
build
get
my
number
team
one
that way.
fucking
It just
performance.
happened.
57 is your highest, by the way, Ryan.
Yeah.
So you're
my-
saying
even
there's a
still, my
chance.
average does not meet. You saying there's a chance? Yeah.
My
What a
lowest was
million.
131.
Yeah, with Ted McMillan.
It would have been
on
better
bye
if your
week.
lowest was 158.
It would been fun, but no. I had a piss
I
poor
have
performance
Ted
against
McMillan
Scotty
on
last
bye
or 2
week.
weeks ago.
So one of my top receivers is out on bye this week. So
Damn it.
Ted
That is
McMillan?
bad.
Yeah, no, I noticed. It ain't great.
supposedly Terry McLaurin's back though.
Yeah, that'll help.
I mean,
that might help your case.
He did look good.
Supposedly, he put up decent numbers.
Yeah, he
Did
did
look
put up decent
good.
numbers.
Did look good.
That's all to say that like this last week is actually going to be interesting to watch just to see who ends up in the playoffs for our league, because and it has a tendency to do this where there's just this log jam in the middle.
It was weird for like the good chunk of the year because like it was at the top. It was you, me, Joe was at the top for a while.
So
Andy
was
was
Andy.
up there.
Yeah.
Even Nicky P, he actually got up like I think he got up to like 2 or something like that.
No, I think he was the number one guy for like a week.
He was number one for at least a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, he flirted with that for a little while because he scores a fuck ton of points.
Well, when he had, because it was when Javante started out the year really strong.
Yeah, I want to say it was like week 5 or 6. Hold on, I'm going back and looking.
Yeah, well, because he had that, and he also had James Cook, who's been solid this year.
He's been exceptional, I would say.
Agbuka had a really good start to the year, then he hurt himself.
Yeah, he's fallen off quite a bit. But
Well, and Baker falling down with injuries also doesn't help the wide receiver core there either.
true enough.
I mean, he's missing Scatabo now.
Man, I would love to get 10 wins. That'd be fun.
He was missing
can't
Jackson
find it.
Dart.
He's missing Jackson Dart, yeah. But, I mean, he has a pretty formidable quarterback with Patty Mahomes, who's having arguably one of his best years of his career.
Yeah, he had a hell of a fucking Thanksgiving. Thanks a lot,
Good day.
Nick, for fucking trading him away, you douche. I had to deal with 4 fucking touchdowns. Is that what he had? Dude,
I think so, yeah.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck Rasheed Rice. Fuck the Chiefs. in
Four
general. Deal with
touchdowns.
having me lose by fucking 3 points. Whatever.
Look, at the time, it made sense. fantasy-wise, he was sucking dick.
Yeah.
But no,
But
my
I think it's great though that the Chiefs are like yay close to missing the playoffs this year.
They have like a 37% chance to make it still, I think.
It's
That's
probably
the
just coming down to the strength of schedule right now. Chiefs schedule. Because I know that I think they have the Raiders still in there. Do they? Yeah, they have the Raiders still. The Broncos on Christmas that's a loss. I mean, they have a chance to win out. I don't see them beating the Broncos. Texans are very hit and miss.
Christmas on a Thursday?
I don't think the Chiefs make the playoffs.
I hope not. They're boring as shit. And
Yeah, I don't
they
think
can't run
they
the
do.
ball, so they're not a fucking fun offense to watch.
I don't think they can.
I think the AFC has too many strong teams that'll just push them out. Just
Well,
like
in
New England's at the top of their
Jacksonville,
division, Jacksonville's at the top of their division. Like,
and then Jacksonville owns a tiebreaker over the Chiefs, so they got to win more than Jacksonville. And Jacksonville's schedule in the next 5 is
everybody in the
easy.
wild card.
well, their division's much easier, I would say.
Yeah,
But
all three teams in the wild card slot have beat the Chiefs. So the Chiefs
Yeah.
need to win at least 3 games and hope
You
that
have to
those
win
teams
out.
lose 3.
Yeah, basically win out.
Well, yeah, because what do we go? Week 19? What does it go to now?
No,
18.
18. This
Okay,
is 14, so
they
there's
have
5
4
games
so
left.
They have to. Got it. Well, actually, yeah. No,
Yeah,
they've
they have
already had
5
their
games
bye, I
left.
think.
And it starts with the Texans, who they could lose to.
They could.
That fucking defense is no
The
joke.
defense is real good, and if you get a good CJ Stroud on that day, you're in for a bad day.
Well,
Yeah.
even if he gets knocked out, fucking General Mills can take over and lead them to victory.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second. Where is he coming from?
He fucking has been part of that team for like 3 years, so it's not shocking that he knows how to run the offense. It's not that like crazy.
I mean, I was listening to, I don't remember what I was listening to this morning, but they were saying that Mills could take over the starting job. I'm like, I don't know.
Wherever
But
you read that, it's probably close
there's
to
the
where Andy
thought
gets his
about where-
information, and nope, not gonna happen.
Because there's the thought of like, if Stroud continues to be up and down like he is, where you get consistent play out of Mills, then they would go with that. But I'm like, Stroud is just overall better.
You spend a first round pick on him, dude. Like, you're committed to him for a while. You have to, like, unless you're fucking Josh Rosen, I guess. That's really the only comparison I have.
We don't talk about Josh Rosen. I don't bring that up to you guys for a specific reason.
I'm fine with it. Like, I think he got a raw deal, and he probably should have fucking stayed around. But that's just me.
They'll probably beat the Chargers because the Chargers are just not good. They started out
They're
really
injured.
hot. And
Chargers are just injured.
Yeah. They started out so strong because, like you said, they were all healthy,
So
and
they
now
had an offensive line, and then all of them died like week after week.
Titans has a win.
Joe Alt gets hurt, spends a couple weeks off, valiantly comes back, gets hurt again. You're like, motherfuck.
Well, just to kind of highlight that, I'm looking at a list of the guys that have taken the most sacks this season. Justin Herbert is number 4 on that list.
I believe it.
3 guys in front of him are Drake
Cam
May,
Ward.
which surprises me,
Cam Ward's got to be on that list.
Geno Smith,
No,
and number 1, to Justin's point, is Cam Ward.
Makes sense. He's a rookie and he's on a dog shit team.
Guy below him is Trevor Lawrence, so that's somewhat topical in the sense that we were just talking about the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence is... he's just bad.
Speaking of bad, we talked a little bit about it, about just how I think we started before we started recording it, about just how bad Minnesota was. So they had JJ McCarthy, who was bad.
Bad.
And so
Bad is being nice.
Yeah. So JJ McCarthy, bad. So they're like, you know what? We're gonna start your backup.
He had a concussion.
Somehow performed.
That's why they
worse.
started him, dude.
He was in concussion protocol, buddy.
Well, either way, they had to start. What's his name? Rosmer, who performed worse.
Much.
Performed like the
Much
worst
worse.
quarterback to ever do it.
That was, as a Seahawks fan, it was great. But as a football fan, that was rough.
He's not an NFL caliber quarterback. It's just the way it is.
Technically, neither is J.J. McCarthy.
I agree. I've been saying he's a joke forever, but as I heard it a couple days ago on a podcast, they said what I was thinking in my head. It's like, maybe you should just take the one single page out of the Bengals playbook and throw to your best fucking receiver exclusively. Only. Give him 30 targets. See how many he catches.
Yeah, they'll do
He's
it
a
against
really
the
good
Cowboys
player.
when I'm there.
We'll see.
Because that's what they did in fucking Cincinnati. They just threw it to Chase 30 times in a game just to see what he would do.
Yeah, and people are talking about, is Flacco back?
Yeah, and then now we know that Flacco is not back because he's just old and decrepit. Also,
Well, and if you throw the ball, the problem with the quarterback situation in Minnesota is that you actually have to hit the target.
Yeah. And that's
general
really
direction is all I'm asking for, dude. General direction.
They
Dude,
try.
even jumping fucking Jefferson can't catch some of those balls.
You couldn't catch half those.
Let him try. Just an opportunity.
Fucking
Stop throwing it to fucking
Larry
Addison in the
Fitzgerald
end zone
couldn't
all
do
the
it.
time.
I don't know.
Just want a chance. That's all I'm saying.
J.J.
They
McCarthy has a scatter gun for an arm.
Yeah,
He
and you
points
can hit
it in a
stuff
direction.
eventually. You can hit
Yeah,
things with the scatter gun.
You can hit things
Yeah,
with
the
a scatter gun,
blunderbuss.
that's because you're throwing 15 things at the same time. But
Yeah.
the problem with him is that he's only throwing one thing, so it takes 15 passes for one of those to finally hit.
And so throw it fucking 30 times because he'll get 2 catches for 75 yards.
Yeah.
No, the problem with
Just saying
that is
if-
that his offensive line is also trash, so that 15th one is getting tipped at the line.
Yeah,
If
I think
Jacoby
Aaron Jones
can
is
throw
gonna
for
hurt multiple
60
weeks.
attempts, why not?
I would kill for Jacoby in Minnesota right now.
I'm just
He
saying, if
probably
he
would.
can
He
throw for
probably
60
would.
times in a
You're not the
game,
only one.
if he can throw for 60 in a game, so could this no-name guy do it.
Fun fact about Jacoby Brissett: did you know since he started, nobody has scored more than him besides Josh Allen?
At the QB position?
Wow.
Every game since he started, he's thrown 250 plus with 2 touchdowns. Every game.
Joe is going to pick him up.
That's
right
incredible.
It's
Do you ask
consistent.
for more out of your quarterback than
No,
250 yards and 2
Matt
touchdowns?
already has them. Matt already has them.
Yeah,
Those are great numbers.
yeah.
You don't
Crazy.
want to fucking hit your wagon to him long term, obviously.
I
but-
look.
So
Oh,
that kind of
yikes.
that brings me to the question that I was going to post to the podcast. So as we all know that I have Kyler Murray on my team, right?
Dump him. Nobody will pick him up. Unless he goes to a new
literally-
team.
That is literally
He's
where I was
gonna.
going with it, because he's going to. He's going to be a cut casualty because they save way too much money by cutting him. It makes
Yeah, but they
zero
have dead
sense for
cap.
them to cut him.
Like,
They have dead cap, but they also save like I think I saw the number was like 30 million by designating him a cut.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but he either goes to the Jets or the Dolphins.
I disagree.
That's where I
true.
think he ends up.
No,
That's
no.
true. There are other options out there, I think.
I think he goes
Yeah,
to
I was gonna say, I
Minnesota.
think he's going to end up being a backup wherever he goes.
Nah,
Like
go to
Minnesota?
Minnesota or Atlanta.
Just
don't think
don't have
Atlanta's on the
Justin
table.
Jefferson run over the
I
middle.
don't think Atlanta's would be on the table because
Why not?
they have Penix.
Penix also just
No, they
blew
have
out his
Penix
knee
and
for
they
the
still
80th
have-
time.
They still
That's
have
true.
Cousins
He's not
and they
wrong.
like him too much. They
He'd be
still have
walking on a
Cousins and they like
fucking
him
wooden
too much.
leg by the end of his career.
Yeah.
No, I don't think New Orleans is off the table either.
Oh,
New Orleans makes the most sense to me.
Or Cleveland.
No, he's not going to Cleveland.
That's where quarterbacks go to die.
Honestly, I would laugh if he went to Cleveland. Fucking Johnny Manziel, that dude.
Yeah.
Just put
No,
him
I
out
was.
of-
We were watching. We were watching football on Sunday, and Matt was saying like he doesn't know if Stefanski's going to survive like this quarterback bullshit like this season. Like, I mean, to me personally,
is.
I find that fucking ridiculous because I think Kevin Stefanski's a great coach.
He
Good,
made
bring
the
him here.
move.
I'm gonna go pick him up right now.
He made the
Go
move.
ahead.
That was what I was
Fucking
saying.
Go ahead.
If we can get Kevin Stefanski as a fucking head coach,
Oh,
and
baby.
if fucking Mike McDaniel fucking gets cut by Miami, I want him
Bring
as
him
an
an
OCO,
Oko.
and
Yeah.
then I'll be in that corner behind me, just like wrenching it like Blair Witch.
Oh god, that image. I did not
You
need that today.
don't. Just the
No,
Blair
I
Witch
did.
got you. You
It's
don't need to picture the
fantastic.
rest of it. Like,
Wait, what's he
You're not
doing
going
in
to
the
actually see
corner?
anything bad that's happening because it's
Oh
over
my
with.
God, what's he doing in the corner? Why is he just standing there?
Stop, he's already dead.
Guys, should I pick up Shadur Sanders?
Yes. He'll score more points than
is he
Kyler
is he
Murray.
starting the rest of the year for sure?
I mean, they'd be dumb to not have him do it just to see what's there.
But,
I mean,
like-
Dylan Gabriel did all right.
He did okay, but he's just not that great. But like, just to go ahead and play him and see how it works. That's exactly what Minnesota has to do with McCarthy. They absolutely have to play him just to see if he's complete dog shit and if they need to address that position next year.
They do, and they know they do.
Logically, that just makes sense. Like, in my head, like, you have had he lost his rookie year to being hurt. He was hurt half this fucking year. And when he does play, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the fucking league.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a lot of experience. Maybe you
I don't know.
want to take a stab at it in the fucking draft just to get some guy that will push him instead of just digging through this fucking veteran. Like,
The only reason that
I
I
don't know.
even the only reason I even bring that up is because technically, as we talked about last week, I believe, I could pick up Shador and throw him on my taxi squad.
well, I mean, next year, yeah.
Yeah, like it literally doesn't really cost me anything except having to give up a roster spot for him for the rest of the
It's-
year.
Yeah, but like,
But we're heading
are
into
you-
the playoffs, and like, why not?
do you genuinely think that he is going to be a quality quarterback?
No, I don't, because he's in Cleveland.
Then to me that would be a waste of a taxi squad spot because
Yeah.
like if you don't think he's gonna amount to shit, like I'm not even gonna waste a spot on him.
Yeah, because you're going to draft people next
Like,
year. You're
I'm
going to need that
wasting spots
Texas
right now on
squad.
guys that I did have. Yeah.
I'm going to draft people next year.
The
We all know
7
that. I
draft
have
picks
3
you
first
have
round
this
picks.
year.
I mean, you could
Half of them in
trade
the
for
first round.
Bijan.
Yeah.
That's true.
Is he on the table?
Are we offering that?
For all 3 of your first round picks.
I will let those picks for Bijan.
Man.
We can have a conversation, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we talking some potential off-season moves already?
We can
I'm
have
still
a
throwing out
conversation.
one first rounder for Brees Hall.
Just saying, man. Shock
Honestly,
the
motherfucker,
world.
we could talk about Brees Hall too.
Just shock the world,
You stay
man.
away from Brees Hall, you fucker.
We can talk about Brees Hall too.
We sure can. We can have tons of
question:
conversations.
of these two upcoming free agent running backs that I can think of, I don't know if you guys can think of any other ones besides Brees Hall being one, Travis Etienne being the second. Do you think either one of them ends up in Kansas City?
No.
No, you think they'll just
Sadly.
draft
Sadly,
I
no.
don't think they have the money for it. I think they have to. They have to try and draft at the position.
one? Probably true.
Well, because they also need receivers, and I think they're going to grab a receiver from the NFL instead of draft one, because the receiver class is not very good.
No, the receiver class next year. Well, I mean, unless you're going to get fucking.
This one's kinda
Tyson
good.
from ASU, but that's about
Tyson.
it.
You got the
Tyson's
kid
good.
from Ohio State.
Tyson's
not
good.
like-
I was going to
Well,
say any
kid from Ohio
Ohio
State's
State
next
wide
year.
receiver.
No. They got
They're
the one
not
that's coming
getting
out
the
this
kid
year.
out of Notre Dame because
Dyke?
that's not going to happen.
Or something.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, there's probably just going to be one every year, but
Yeah.
there's a Jeremiah
Yeah.
kid that's coming out next year.
No, Jeremiah Smith is 2027.
Yeah. That's
That's
the
what
one for
Ryan's
everyone.
been fucking tanking just to get him in.
Yeah.
that
Between
draft.
him and Janty, those are his. Those are his two babies.
They give you Marvin Harrison for both of those players.
Marvin Harrison for Genty in my 2027.
And that guy, yeah.
See, the issue though is we can talk about it when we get closer to that time, but like during an off-season thing. But the problem I'm going to run into is Jeremiah Smith is probably going to be the first overall wide receiver to go in 2027, and possibly first overall in 2027.
I mean, it depends
I
upon
would have
quarterback
to,
and running back.
I think it depends more on running back
but
for
I would need
our
to have
draft
a
anyway.
top. I would need a top three pick going into 2027, meaning I would have to do poorly again in 2026,
I
or
mean, can your psyche handle it?
exactly. I'm
That's the
already
tough part about
towards,
being on the bottom. It's like you lose your fucking mind for after a little
I'm
bit.
already close to rock bottom right now. I can't imagine going much lower.
Yeah, there's always a lateral move to a different rock bottom.
Yeah, being at the bottom, you definitely start, especially consistently. Like I don't think. I mean, I know I've played in the winners bracket last year and hopefully this year, but just skating in, man, it takes a toll on your fucking
Dude,
psyche.
I've been there. That shit is stressful.
Hey, man,
So
Stressing
does winners
every
sixth
bracket
week.
place
mean
took
what? The
number one
playoffs, like
last
the
year.
regular
Okay,
playoffs?
Yeah.
yeah, you can make it. Sixth place won it all, baby.
Stressing, stress. Yeah, but stressing every week, man. I miss the days I could just enjoy watching football.
That's gone when you become invested in
Just
fantasy
enjoy
football,
watching
bro.
See,
football, dude.
so
Nah.
see that.
I enjoy
So
watching football games.
dude, I have adopted a very. This has helped me a lot as far as like managing fantasy football and expectations. Um, I will not look at my fantasy football teams until after the Sunday night game, at earliest after the like afternoon slate of games is over. That way, I literally just get to sit and watch football. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
sitting there looking at my players like, oh, this guy's done this guy's done that, because that just it causes too much stress. You're sitting there watching every play, looking for a point, and no, I just like to watch games and enjoy them, and then I can worry about it after the fact. Because the fact is, you have no control over this shit. None of it. None.
you sure
So
No,
don't.
like
I think
if you're actually causing yourself any stress, like remove it. Don't look at it until it's the end of the night and all the
Nah.
numbers are set, and then you can just look at what you need going into Monday night, so you're only stressing over one game.
Or you could just do like me and wave the white flag
I
after the
get
first round
that.
of
I've
games.
definitely thought about,
or don't
yeah,
do
Yeah,
that ever.
bitch.
I've definitely thought about like not even looking at sleeper until after like Monday's games are over and just being like, I lost.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
wish
just
you could get into sleeper and just look at your team directly instead of looking at the matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I want to be able to select what notifications I get
You can.
from Sleeper. Like I want to turn off my player stat, like my player update notifications, so I only get like
You can.
messages.
yeah, I
You
don't.
can. You
You can.
can
The
do that.
settings and
Yeah,
notifications.
yep. I don't get any
Because I want to
notifications
turn
from
that off because I
Sleeper.
don't want.
Do not do it on their desktop site because you can't do shit. Do it on their mobile site.
And then make sure during the off season until draft day you turn off all notifications.
That
Yeah,
make sure you turn them
yeah.
all off so that you miss all trade offers. God damn it. I'm never going to live that down, nor should you let me.
Well, if you want to do that, then you're going to miss out on all the free agents
Fuck,
like
that
that are going in and
sucks
out of
so
teams too.
bad.
Because free agency starts at the Super Bowl.
I was so
So
mad at myself not last year, the year before
that was
last.
2 years ago. That was pretty fucking obnoxious. Like I don't know why
I was
Blake
so
fucking
mad.
just he ghosted everybody in the offseason.
And then all of a sudden, like 2 days before draft, I am so sorry, guys. I turned off all the notifications.
Well, to be fair, that was the year that I had like we had just had Wyatt and like
Yeah.
so I was a little bit outside of my
No,
head.
absolutely.
No,
But
I mean
like
you just won the fucking championship. You're
I
like,
had
I don't
just
need to talk
won,
to these
so I was kind of
motherfuckers
like
anymore. Like,
Yeah. I'm
and
better
that
than these
wasn't what I was
peasants.
trying to do. It just happened. Which that brings me to kind of a side note. Hey, Joe, when does Alyssa do?
April 22nd.
April? All right. So it sounds like my boy is going to come about a month after yours.
Damn, dog. That's crazy. We're all having kids now.
check with Kyle on the status of his too.
Kyle's is March. So it's like March, April, May then.
I was gonna
Wait,
say Kyle.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
didn't know that?
Dude, it was
No.
you don't go on
Really?
it's
Facebook?
been kind of they've been keeping it on the down low quite a bit.
I mean they for Thanksgiving
I'm
they
not
definitely had a picture.
56.
What's
Hey,
that gotta be? I mean, I think you posted on
For
Instagram
Halloween
too.
too, they did.
Oh, Halloween, that's what it was.
Dude, I had no idea. I
Yeah,
got to reach out to Kyle.
yeah,
I feel bad. I didn't know. I was out of
You
the
don't
loop
have to
on that.
feel bad.
yeah.
Like it's
He
probably
was
not well
keeping it
communicated throughout the
Yeah,
entire circle. I don't think Nikki.
yeah, yeah. He was
Yeah,
definitely
like I
keeping
said,
that.
they were keeping it
really
like
down low.
pretty close to the chest for a good long time.
Even on
and
top of
now
that,
it's going to
like
be
Yeah,
publicized.
dude,
yeah,
It
I
already
try
was.
to I
yeah.
keep
Now it's in the
myself off
cloud.
of social media for the most part. So,
Yeah, it was on Instagram and
just
Facebook.
because that's better for my mental health, I don't.
Yeah,
Like I said, I keep myself off of social media for the most part.
yeah,
I don't.
That's
It's
smart.
better for my mental health that I
Good thing to
don't
do.
really look at it.
It's smart. Smart man.
To all 10 of you or 12 of you that listen to this, listen to that.
yeah.
I mean, you could do that if you want, but like Michaela Demeter's pictures aren't going to look at themselves. So
God damn it, Justin.
That's true.
just saying.
Now Ryan has to go look up some.
I don't know who that is, and I honestly don't care.
I'm going
I
to
was gonna say,
spell it
I'm
for you in
married.
the chat, motherfucker.
I don't need to look at shit anymore.
I have my wife. I don't need anything else.
That's not
Exactly,
true.
Ryan. Okay, back to football.
Anyway,
Too
football.
Too much real life shit.
Too
Yeah.
many kids.
Non-believers.
Everybody's got their rivals this week.
Yeah,
I'm going against Matt.
to my knowledge, who has well, not to my knowledge, who actually has stuff on the line this week?
Just me
Technically 5 people.
in this setting. Just me.
No, I do as well.
Well, you have placement. You're already guaranteed a spot. Okay.
No, this week I was saying for rivalry, like
For the
who
rivalry
is
punishment
Oh,
stuff.
me.
who is in like trying to stave off punishment.
Joe and Ryan.
All right, so Ryan's trying to stave off punishment. Joe's trying to stave off punishment. Do you and Andy have anything like lined
Yeah,
up for what the punishment would be
yeah.
this year that's
It's
unimaginative and plastered
it's
all over internet and broadcast?
uh
Hockey chip.
yeah, the one chip challenge.
Oh, I really
Yeah.
want to see Andy do that.
Oh,
That's
me
not-
Okay, well,
too.
Andy's not going
But
to.
it
Well,
It
can't.
would be
it's
Yeah,
Joe.
but it can't. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like it's the problem with that is like Joe, I know you can handle some spice, so like I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily that interested
Yeah.
in you doing
Yeah,
the
but
It was
nobody
it was
handles
mainly
that
for
one well.
that. Yeah. But
bitch.
ideas
I've
for the
done
next
the hot
rival.
ones thing and sat there and not drank water or milk and did not die. So
Congratulations. I was gonna make fucking Nick eat durian fruit last year, so
He sure was.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember the durian fruit. Yeah.
So Ryan,
Yes.
real question: Would you rather eat durian fruit or have the waifu pillow?
Durian.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because that's temporary. The wife would feel
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. That makes a lot of sense.
I gotta ask
I would've
Nikki
been
P
happy-
the same thing about durian or wearing a Micah Parsons Packers shirt.
Do
Probably durian.
we?
Probably.
What's your
durian.
question, Joe?
Yeah. So for the
No, no.
NFL, do you think that they should like adopt a unified bye week? Because
No.
I think they should
San,
get their
Fran-
head out of their ass and
San
just do 4 fucking
Francisco,
teams.
San Francisco, Carolina, and New England all have byes this week, and they're all currently in the playoffs.
So I don't think they need to do a unified bye week. I think they need to have a selected range of weeks and even it out as to like how many teams are per week.
So
I don't
So
from
that way
like
there's not 6 in one
Yeah,
week,
I don't
4 in
need
another.
8 in one week, 2 in another, 4 in another, 6 in another, and then 2 like the week before playoffs start.
that's what I'm
Screw that.
saying.
Like that. So fantasy football is a big part of your fan base. It's a
Yeah.
big money draw in general. You would think they need to cater to that
Yeah.
in some way, shape, or form. So like I think having a range like week 4 through week 12, that gives them 8 weeks to do 32 bye weeks. That's 4 a week.
Do you
That's
think
logical.
it should be done before,
I like
like
it.
all buys should be done before Thanksgiving?
Yes.
I just said week 4 through week 12, so
Is
yes.
that 12? Oh, okay. Is that 12? Was that last
Yeah,
week?
we're in week
We
13.
just
Week
played week
13 was
13.
13.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think
So
it's
all
absolute
buys would have been
bullshit.
done
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit that there are teams that are like 3 weeks away from postseason, and they get
So the
a bye
only
week.
thing that I think they could really cry about at that point is like then you've got a 4 week span versus a 6 week span
Yeah,
on the back end. Well, then you shift it, you even it back out, but you
right,
still take that like 8 week chunk and split it so it's 4 teams every week.
right.
So that's what feels like it makes sense to me. Like I don't know because I know that the NFL has to work around some other like events and as far as like planning their schedule. Um, but I would think that they're a big enough entity and have enough people working it that they should be able to figure that out. I mean,
Yeah,
they're one of the bigger
just chat
distributors
GBT it.
or like pre- presence within like the gambling world. So I would think
Huh.
that like they would
Yeah,
carry a lot of sway and be able to fix it whatever way they need to.
with Young Ho Koo pulling a replacement because he was owing the bookies big.
Yeah, Jesus, that was a terrible kick attempt.
He shanked it on purpose. That man kicked the ground on purpose, bro. He was wiry.
He sure did.
So I don't know. We were talking
Yeah,
about
Dude,
it
that
today at
that'll
I
work.
saw that notification come through and I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, it was bad, man. Bad, bad. I've been watching a lot of football. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody miss a kick like that.
It honestly makes me wonder if he's not going to come under the same investigation that Jerry Judy's under for
Really?
legitimately like influencing the end of a game.
Jerry
Yeah,
Judy's
Jerry
under him?
Judy's under investigation for yeah,
Wow,
for because
I
he's
did not
already
hear that.
been suspended for gambling.
Really? I did
He
not
got
see
suspended
that.
for 4 games for gambling, and then on a in a game I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
he was literally running wide open to the end zone and fumbled on his own.
You
Hmm.
said Jerry Judy?
Was it Jerry Judy?
I was gonna say I have Jerry Judy, and this is the first time. When did he get suspended?
No, he'd been
Long time
suspended
ago,
earlier. Yeah,
like
yeah,
two
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think back when he was
suspended
with
earlier,
Denver.
not this year.
Yeah, I think he was with Denver.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, he was. It was back in because I'm looking it up right now. He was. It was back in 2022. He was arrested on charges of criminal tampering and then a domestic violence issue. All charges were dismissed, but he was suspended for a little bit. I'm trying to find this thing about the when I search Jerry Judy, the only thing that's coming up is his whole outburst with Shadur. His whole Shadur says one thing.
Blake's muted if he's trying
Yeah.
to speak.
Well, he just said that their kids are fighting. Oh, the dog is fighting and playing under the back of his chair.
that and I
Uh,
was talking to my wife.
yeah, but yeah, no.
So
The first thing I searched for Jerry Judy is Jerry Judy Shadur Sanders because they had their little argument on the sideline this week.
Yeah, Jerry Judy sucks, man.
It does.
What's funny is he's their number one option in Cleveland.
he is, and it also makes you think about like all of the draft picks they got pulled from Alabama during the Nick Saban years. The Alabama ones, like the best ones, were not their offensive ones. It was like the Alabama defensive players that ended up being the best players. Like, yeah, you've got some outliers. You've definitely got some outliers, like Derrick Henry. I can't really say shit about that man. Has been like the most true running back of running backs in the last 10 years. But like it really feels like the best picks that came out of Alabama were all on the defensive side, not the offensive side. And I'm including offensive line in that conversation because like as good as those offensive lines were out in Alabama, they were not the same tier in the NFL as players individually.
No, and I mean the last outside of who was it? Maybe Tua. It was Tua, Mac Jones, and Jalen Hurts, and even Jalen Hurts didn't even stay at Alabama.
So, a hot take. Jalen Hurts is kind of proving this year what kind of quarterback he actually is. So the whole reason that everybody thinks that he is this great quarterback is because he just doesn't take chances when he's throwing the ball. Like he just doesn't. Like if it's not a wide open guy, he's not taking that chance. Well, in a year like this, where their schemes aren't producing that kind of player for him, he's holding on to the ball. He's having to try and run, and like he's in a position where he could literally just take that offense on his shoulders and make it great, and he's failing at it. And they're starting to see it because they're floundering so hard right now. I mean, they lost to the Cowboys, then they lost to the Bears. It's one of those things where like he's not doing fantastic. Yeah, you may only have one interception on the year, but it's literally what I just said. He does not take chances with throws. He doesn't try and thread the needle. He doesn't try and like lay one into a guy that he thinks is going to win a 50-50 ball.
I said it I was saying it at the beginning of the year. I was talking to some guys at work, and they were like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts, he's gonna have a phenomenal year after the Super Bowl." I was like, he's overrated, guys. Like he legitimately, the hype around him. What got them to the Super Bowl last year was Saquon Barkley being a freak of nature last year,
Well, their
No, I'm
defense.
going to take that a step further. What got that? No.
and the defense.
Well, yeah, so that was part of it. What got them to the Super Bowl last year was like the second year of Kellen Moore. So that Kellen Moore system is fantastic, and it takes about a year to grow. Like he is a great offensive coordinator. I've seen like as a Cowboys fan, I've seen enough of him to know that like that offense is good. Regardless of where you throw it in, he's gonna make it work. That guy is he's great at working what he's got. And they are missing it in spades this year because their run game is stagnant. Their offensive like their pass game is rudimentary at best. Like the only way that their offense really truly works is if they're playing an inferior defense.
I
And
mean, that's what their offense is morphed into because they are by far and away the most boring, predictable offense to watch.
Other
Like,
than
you'll
the
be
Chiefs.
lucky to get those games like we had this last week.
I was gonna
I
say
would
Chiefs.
argue that, well, the
I would
Chiefs
say
don't
the
have
Packers.
a bullshit guaranteed play on fourth down every time to, like, as a most predictable outcome. Like, okay, well, here comes this cool new name of a play that we're finally running again for the 50th time this year. And then they run it, and it goes, and they get the fucking conversion, and then everybody goes, like, cool, they did it again. It's the most boring. Like it brings
Unless you're
everybody's
the
fucking attention
Bears, who
span,
will literally pull the ball out of his hand.
or that fucking bullshit. When like, yeah, it sucks. I hate seeing it. I fucking can't stand that shit. Other teams are trying it and failing, and that makes it worse because they're trying to innovate on a fucking poor idea.
well, and then like on top of that, so it's forcing the Eagles to literally lean on their defense to be able to like help them win games. And now that their offense isn't nearly as potent as it was, their defense is feeling the strain.
Well, and they
Because that
also
defense is
lost.
good.
Ah, but
Don't
they
don't
lost
get me wrong. Don't
two.
get it twisted.
They lost two linemen too. When you lose
Well, the
Sweat
defense.
and the guy who went to New England, like that's a problem too.
That's on them.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it isn't
The
right, but
defense was playing
they
from
lost
a
two really
lead
good
every
linemen.
game last year.
Yeah.
So
They did. They did.
still,
I'm just saying everybody's praising their GM and he keeps
Mm-mm.
pulling
I
these trades out of nowhere, but
that
when it comes to
that's
drafting,
that's why I
he's
praise him
still
because he
great.
does. He kills trades, man. Like you got Jalen Phillips for a bag of
Yeah,
chips.
I
I was gonna try.
challenge the
I was gonna
I
try
challenge the fact
and
that
shit
he's
on
a
that
good
guy, but
GM.
You should
I
what?
will love to hear this. Please shit on the Eagles some more for me.
I'm challenging the fact that Howie Roseman's a good GM. All he does is sit at the fucking back of the line and wait for everybody else to make a mistake, and then he just takes the best player that should have went fucking 13 picks before that.
I mean,
That's not a good GM.
true.
That's just fucking.
Lucky.
That's
Just
just
like
being
Joe.
what that is being is Andy. Just picking shit up off the fucking scrap heap that everybody else fucking ignored, and it works out for him.
Sure did.
I mean,
Howard
it
Williams.
feels
everybody
like it
looks at
works
it
out
like-
in general.
But then everybody looks at it like 2 weeks later, and they're like, "Fuck! Why the fuck did I didn't do that?" It's the
Yeah.
same thing that these NFL teams are doing. Why didn't I take Cooper DeJean in the fucking first round last year?
Yeah,
don't know.
Cardinals,
Maybe because
you
I'm
fucking idiot.
stupid.
Dumb
There's
fuck.
them
Yeah,
too.
you can't look at shit through hindsight glasses. It'll drive you
Bullshit, I
mad.
can't.
This
in
is my
hindsight.
point.
That's in
That's why
hindsight.
everybody. But hindsight is the reason why everybody says it's
Motherfucker,
great.
you want me to look at shit through hindsight? We took Taco Charlton instead of Aaron fucking or not Aaron Donald. Taco Charlton instead of JJ Watt, not JJ Watt, TJ Watt.
He fucked that all up.
Eating the microphone, you came through like maybe 50% on that one.
I had
So.
to turn him down a little bit.
The Cowboys took Taco Charlton instead of TJ Watt. Go suck my dick. You can't talk hindsight to me because that is the most egregious thing in the world.
I mean, we
is
actually
why
can.
he's considered
can.
great because of
We
the
actually
hindsight
can.
of the fucking whole thing.
We
That's
passed
all.
on Adrian
That's why I
Peterson.
brought it up.
We passed on Adrian Peterson.
God
Dude, Adrian
damn it,
Peterson's
forgot
retired,
about that.
man. We need to let that go.
But I'm just saying, he brought
We
up
can
Taco
go more
Charlton.
recent. Look at all the
Just saying.
quarterbacks you guys passed on for Josh Rosen.
Still stand by the fact that he got a raw deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how
He
good
did
was,
get a raw
man.
deal.
Instead of Josh Rosen. You picked the wrong Josh.
Yeah.
Me and Josh Rosen would have been fucking hanging out, and the rest of you fucking cowards were jumping on the Kyler Murray fucking bus.
I wanted Bosa. I wanted Nick
Him and I
Bosa
would
in
have
that
went to a team with a competent fucking offensive coordinator and head
I was a
coach.
firm believer that Josh Rosen actually would have been a good quarterback had you guys had a worth a damn offensive line. Your offensive line at the time made tissue paper look resilient.
Yeah.
Our offensive coordinator at the time is by far and away the worst statistical offensive coordinator we've ever fucking had. Mike McCoy was dog shit. Steve Wilkes was a very, very bad head coach.
Yeah.
And our
Steve
GM
Wilkes
was a drunken mess. So I don't even know where the fucking problem could have been fixed.
Steve Wilkes was a Rooney hire.
You don't hire them, you have to interview them. That's the Rooney rule. You just have to interview them.
Yeah, that I'm not saying I'm not saying that's not true. I really think they hired him because they had to interview him, and the owner didn't know any better.
Well, that's because Bill was a fucking idiot.
The owner is fucking stupid anyway. Like,
Yeah. He needs to sell the team to Ishbia.
Bill Bedwell's dead, so I mean we don't have to worry. Ishbia's not gonna fucking fix this team.
Ishbia's not gonna fix a damn thing. He hasn't fixed anything with his sons. Get off it.
Get the fuck out of here. Get another bazillionaire to go buy this team.
Who?
Yeah,
Shaka Khan?
Jerry Jones spends money. How many championships do we have in 30 years?
The singer?
Yeah.
That's who Shaka Khan is, man. I know you're too young to know who that is. But...
No, I was thinking, who's the Jags owner? Was it Syed Khan or something like that?
Shad Khan.
Shad Khan, that's right.
I'm not going to give it to his cocaine fucking son either. So no, not.
Yeah, his son that owns AEW.
You don't want to give it to the AEW guy?
Because I got to bounce. Good luck, everybody, this week. Good luck on rivalries.
Good luck, Nick. I hope you make it into the playoffs, kinda.
Yeah, bullshit.
What you don't want?
Ishbia's
You don't want
not
the
the answer. You get him to somebody else.
What's the guy that owns AEW? You think he could own the
Tony Khan? Like I said, the cocaine son of Shad Khan? No, I'm not doing that shit.
Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing in any way, shape, or form. That's why AEW is WCW version 2.0.
So let me ask you this. Justin, since you're a Cardinal fan and no one else is. Do you think we stopgap with Brissett?
I don't hate them. I can
Okay. So then I'll ask the group.
Because I'm more invested than you are.
Then I will ask the group.
Just ask the fucking question.
Do you think Brissett is a stopgap next year? And then we draft someone in 2027? Or do we draft one next year?
No, there's too many good quarterbacks this year.
Too many?
I've said this before. I think
there's only 3.
That's all this. That's literally all that. That's all this draft is quarterbacks. Sorry, Justin.
It's every other position besides the key ones that we should be excited about in the fantasy draft. It's not full of wide receiver talent. It's not full of running back talent like this last one. It's more like offensive line, defense. A lot of fucking defense in this draft, from what I'm seeing. But the answer to your question is Jacoby Brissett has proved in this particular system, if you're going to keep this coaching staff, you keep him on for next year to continue to efficiently run the offense which
Right.
makes complete logical sense. And you are obviously shadow benching Kyler Murray, so because you want to get rid of him and maintain his health, so he has trade value.
Yeah.
So you get rid of him. So then you need another quarterback. You draft a rookie. You do not force him on the field like they used to do. And Jacoby Brissett plays as long as he needs to until the rookie is ready. That's
So-
it. But 1 year. 1 year is all he gets.
So I will amend what I was saying. I was thinking more along the lines of what Justin was saying, is like he's not necessarily like in a stopgap in the sense that like you draft a rookie that you actually want to be your starter moving forward is what I think they should try and do this year, and like leverage whatever they can for it, whatever. But like don't play him. I think a lot of teams have actually showed in the last several years that there are benefits to drafting a guy and letting him sit and then playing him.
Yeah.
Um, it, the it almost feels like it's more than a handful at this point. Like you've got the easy takeaways, and like um, that's what they did with Aaron Rodgers when he was a rookie. Like he sat behind Brett Favre for a while and then they played him. That's what they did with Pat
Jordan Love.
Mahomes. That's what they did with Jordan Love. That's what they did with Dak
Jalen Hurts.
Prescott. That's what they did with Jalen Hurts. Like you let all these guys sit and learn and not have to like prove themselves by fire, but yet sit and be the benefit of veterans' experience and then walk in and have a start.
So do we take him
I
in the
think
first
that's
round?
what Arizona should end up doing.
No.
No, you can get away with a second round guy,
Okay.
second or third round guy.
I say third.
Third. And who are you
Is
thinking? Do you have anybody in
will there
mind?
be enough?
I haven't done too deep of a dive. I did post that fucking regular mock draft that I did in the group chat. That was just a thing that I was doing.
Well, the reason why I asked is because
But-
ESPN did an article about like quarterbacks that are coming out this year, and how it's like a big three, right? You have the Moore kid out of Oregon, you got the dude Mendoza out of Indiana, and Simpson out of Alabama. But other than that, they're all like
I
third
think you're
round
probably gonna have to
talents.
dive a little bit deeper than that.
You think so? So you have
Well, I'm fine with taking a chance on somebody that has talent but not production, or something along those lines. Coachability, but like if he has a big arm, cool, but he needs to show accuracy and decision making.
okay.
So these are like that's why I want to say like a lesser round pick for the Cardinals for what they need. Just somebody that they know is going to fit their system, rather than like what they did is bring their new system in with Kyler Murray, and it failed miserably because he can't fucking throw over the middle of the field because he's tiny.
So who would you think we like right now? I think we're currently at 7. I don't know if that'll change. It might change like up to 2 picks if we get into
Trade back.
top 5.
Trade back to the teens.
Yeah.
Trade back to the teens. You get an offensive guard.
See, I don't know, man. I think we should take that tackle out of Utah.
Tackle? Where is he going to play?
Yeah,
Is he a left
right
tackle? That we're
tackle.
gonna force at
No,
right tackle?
right tackle. Put him at right tackle, man.
Did he play right tackle in college?
I'm looking up what Fanu plays. He's
So
the
I'm
d-
for
I doubt it.
Fano, and he's played both. He's played 13 at right and 11 at left.
yeah.
So he's
Yeah,
played.
but,
I don't know. I'm like dead
you
set
don't
on.
wanna- You don't want to get a guy that is.
I don't know. We just need offensive line help.
What was the
Like we
question?
need offensive line help. And why would we
Oh,
not
yes,
just
you do.
take? Why would we
Dude,
not take
your interior
Fanu?
offensive line is shit.
Yeah.
Like the way I fucking I posted that shit because I was pretending to be GM for the Cardinals, and I was picking all the players that I think that they needed.
I just think we should not
Like,
be trading back.
Fucking offensive guard. I went offensive guard because I think the interior is dog shit. In case you haven't noticed, all the blitzing up the middle usually gets to the quarterback.
Yes, Blake.
I love watching lineman stuff, and I watch the offensive line obsessively.
See.
the Cardinals' interior offensive line is god awful.
I know.
It's
That's why I
bad.
said
They
that.
could not hold water in a bucket.
Yeah.
It's very
It
bad.
is so bad. You need help there. And with there being so many, like what you were just talking about, there's a lot of offensive line help in the like top end of this draft. That's where it needs to go. Paris Johnson's good. Your right tackle, meh. Your center and guards are awful.
Yeah.
Center,
And that's
yeah,
what
center is like he's nobody special. He's a fucking guy from Denmark. No, like I took a Penn State offensive guard. That's what I did in this thing.
you
Penn
mean
State, good for offensive line.
you took a Big Ten offensive lineman?
Weird, right?
He's going to be in the league for 10 years.
And you know what I weirdly did? I took a Boston College tackle a little bit later on in the fourth.
Oh, he's going to be in the league for 10 years.
Yeah, so I took offensive guard, cornerback, linebacker, running back in the fourth, I believe, or early third or something along those lines. It was the Michigan guy. It was just whatever.
One. Not the first one, the second one.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just infatuated.
But I mean,
I'm infatuated with
the
Spencer
quarterback I
Fenot.
took for the Cardinals. The quarterback I took for them is like some guy named Brendan Sorsby, Cincinnati's quarterback. He's like 6'5". He's an atypical size, and he's got a good arm.
Nah, they want that Harvard
But it was
kid.
taken in the third round. I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't want anybody from Harvard playing quarterback.
Nah, yeah, this dude's a genius.
There's
Ryan Fitzpatrick is a 1-1, dude. Like, that's never gonna happen again.
The guy that scored the highest on the Wonderlic came from fucking Tennessee.
Yeah.
Wonderlic was like, you can get perfect scores on it. Matt Burke got a perfect score. He was a Harvard grad, and he was a center. But
Okay,
the Wonderlic they don't do
that
anymore. They
scored
do that
the highest on the Wonderlic.
But they do that like E2 score now or something.
Yeah.
It's different. They don't do the Wonderlic.
I'm just saying, I want a fantasy football league out there that includes offensive linemen. Hashtag give O-line a chance.
Ooh. Come up with a system.
I would kill everybody in that
Come up with a system.
Yeah,
come up with stats.
I believe me, motherfucker. I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about how to score an offensive lineman.
Have you
and what I have come up with,
I'm
not putting out on a podcast.
Have you seen any like? Have you seen any?
Copyright it first. No, I haven't seen it. I have not seen it, and I want to make it happen because they're such a critical part of the game that does not get like they either get all the blame or none of the love.
Yeah.
And this is speaking as this. No, that includes kickers.
I was gonna say they're the unsung heroes.
You need to draft 10 more players.
Yeah, no, like because if a team is shit, it is such an easy way to go. Just say that their offensive line is awful, so like their quarterback can't do anything. And like it makes more sense for there to be like defensive line players that you can get stats for because hey, it's really easy to track that. They get tackles, they get sacks, they get whatever. And the only system I've come up with in my head still really doesn't like pay the kind of tribute to offensive linemen that I would want it to, but I feel like it would be a stepping stone. Just as I think like there have been stepping stones for other positions.
Watching Legends of the Hidden Temple. I'm watching Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Oh.
Red Jaguars just won.
Well, it's never the Purple Parrots. I promise you that.
Yeah.
To give you, while we were,
if you guys would like to see what I had in mind, look in the chat, and then you can comment on it because that's the only way that I think it'll work at this point, and then you can go the IDP route after that.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So it would be like a whole unit.
Joe?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Why did I put it in the chat, you fuckstick?
Because
he's trying
that way I can voice out my opinion.
Like to himself in case someone, out here is listening.
Just thinking out loud, you know.
Yeah, but yes, essentially yes.
But to bring it back a little bit to the quarterback potential situation that the Cardinals could have, I just jumped onto ESPN draft prospects and everything, and they have 7 potential quarterbacks that are showing up as like top ones to go for.
Their ESPN is probably going to say that they should take a dude in the first round because they predict that Kyler Murray is going to be traded.
They have, just giving you an idea, they have 4 in the first round.
That's too many, man. I don't want a first round pick. Not for that. We have more needs.
Yeah, because they're saying that so far there are 2 of them that have a 91 grade, so the like back to back. Ty Simpson in Alabama, and then Dante Moore at Oregon.
I don't want this pressure on this fucking kid to start immediately. I don't want that because he's not going into a good position. And plus ESPN, I think honestly ESPN's just full of jackoffs that don't know what they're doing.
Well, I mean, I wholeheartedly agree, but this is
outside of like Ben Solak, who I actually do like his takes.
I mean, I could see the Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer actually doing pretty well. I only know John Mateer because he was at WSU last year and then transferred to Oklahoma this year.
That is the only grapevine that I know you follow, yes.
Yep. I got to stay true to my WSU Cougars out there. One of the last true Pac-12, Pac-10 before they grabbed Colorado and Utah. They were part of the Pac-10, and then it was Pac-12. They were part of the Pac-2 the past couple of years.
So I did CBS Sports and SB Nation, and they both have us take Spencer Fano out of Utah at 8.
A tackle.
It could play right or left.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna play right.
We need interior linemen more.
We'll get him, man. We'll get him, bro. But the trade,
you don't take.
Trade back, man. I don't like trading back. We do it too much.
I don't care if you like it. Well, you do it to accrue more picks. And you need more picks to fix the team. So
yeah, but Monty Ossenford hasn't done shit with his picks other than fuck up with them.
He drafted a bunch of defensive players last year.
It was a lot of defense.
And the year before that, Darius Robinson hurt. He drafted. I'm just okay. In 3 years, in 3 years, he hasn't hit on a single draft pick other than Paris Johnson Jr. Just saying.
Yeah, it's fucking hard to hit on these guys. I don't think he's the best fucking GM in there, but I mean, you got to be decent at it. He hasn't been here long enough to execute a fucking full blown plan. He's been saving money in cap for this X amount of years. He has to have a plan for that money. If he doesn't, and he's just saving for the end of the world and not intending to use it, then yeah, I'm gonna make a fucking decision on him. But until then, I reserve judgment.
Fuck that! I judge him. He's terrible.
You go ahead. We're gonna have extra $30 million if we cut Kyler Murray, and then our cap is gonna be
okay. But any GM with a brainstem would do that move. That's not a hard move to make. We left money on the table this last year and didn't do shit with it. Just saying.
Yeah, that's why I want to know what the fuck they're gonna do with it.
Nothing.
When they use it, then I'll make my judgment.
What if they go buy?
You don't know that. You're predicting the future that hasn't happened.
Well, I see everything and everything behind us. Okay.
You don't see shit. You have the worst vision of anybody in this fucking chat right now.
That's not true. I got that shit corrected, man. That's not true.
Fine, then. You're... You used to be that.
And Blake, I'll wait till we're done recording for me to read that chat, so I don't speak anything for trademark purposes.
Honestly, that one, yeah, definitely keep that shit to your on your chest pocket because that goes more in depth.
I'll read this when I have a fucking extended weekend. Christ Almighty!
I mean, it's not that long. It's just kind of long.
But no, because there are leagues where they have coaches. They draft a coach and you get an extra point if they win. It's dumb, but I've seen leagues do that.
You only get 1 point.
So,
yeah.
So that's funny that you say that. So I heard of a fantasy league that is, so you kind of have, it's not like a dynasty setup or anything, but the idea is you play players and they only score their points if they won. So if you have like Ashton Genty, in my case, who could score, he had a 30-40 point game, but if they lose, he's a 0.
Oh man,
that's interesting. I actually like that a lot.
I hate
Man.
that with a wholehearted
I
passion.
love it.
So then
So,
that
and then
goes
in
I love it.
Justin's
against.
case, he has a Devon H.
So that's somebody that hates garbage time
Yeah.
that created that
No.
league.
Well, it's somebody that fucking, like, just, they don't fucking,
It's very much a week by week, like
Yeah,
sort
like,
of that
I
sort
don't
of
know,
fantasy football.
it
It's not
throws
something
away
you grab
half
and
of the fucking collective stats of the week, and then, like it
Yeah,
never mattered.
it
And
would
I
have
don't
to
like
be
that at
like
all.
one of those weekly select your lineups type things where
Yeah, you
you
may as well just
factor
do
that in.
just do DFS and, like, don't drag
Yeah.
others down.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be crazy.
But to me it was interesting because like when upsets happen, when you have like who was it? The Bills losing to the Falcons,
Yeah.
and you were like expecting, like in Justin's case, Josh Allen, who has a chance of going off for 40, scores 0.
Against them.
Or Derrick Henry
No,
week
he's gonna
1
go
when they
off
lost
this
to
week
the
when he plays
Bills.
the Bengals. Well,
Yeah.
they lost to Houston. Yeah. Tonight, what a fun game
No,
that was.
I was scrolling through some reels during some downtime at work today, and and that was a fantasy league setup where it would have to be a week by week sort of thing, but your points only matter if they won that week.
Yeah, that's
I'm
interesting.
not even gonna put that to a vote. Like, you guys
If
can
I
think
would
it's
never
interesting
introduce it
all
to,
you want. That's
I would never
not
introduce
happening in
it.
this
This would
league.
be something I did on my own, but it would be really interesting.
I would consider first downs as points more so than fucking that shit.
That's coming. That's coming.
You can
That'll be
make a
thrown to
case for
vote.
first downs counting for points.
No. What we need to bring is fourth down conversions.
You shouldn't even fucking be in fourth down.
I mean, to be fair. Okay, but we went a little over because we were just kind of shooting the shit a little bit. But
Talking
we'll kind of
NFL
wrap it up
draft
here.
for a shit team that nobody cares about. Sorry, guys. By the way, the Raiders suck. Sorry.
Sorry to
Also,
Sorry to
obligatory
Nick
Nicky
former
P
coworker.
segment.
What's that?
sorry. I will
Obligatory
hang on
Nicky P
past
segment.
Kentucky. Don't worry.
Nicky
I
P
have
fucking
to.
beat me by 3 points this week, dude. Good for him because he had Patrick
you know,
Mahomes go crazy.
we had kind of touched on Nicky P
Keeps his
throughout
playoff
the
talks
podcast.
alive.
For him, it does for sure.
Yeah, we did.
For him, it does
I
for
acknowledge
sure.
that he beat me fair and square. It was a tough
Yeah.
fucking battle each time I played him this year. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's got a goddamn good team.
But it's going to be a tight push for the playoffs. We have
Very
3
much
spots
so.
left. 3.
Always
Just
is.
some of us.
Always is.
We have 3 spots left. It's going to be a tough push going into rivalry week. We'll probably be skipping next week.
That's when the most news is going to come out next
I
week.
know.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that after this. So
Yeah. But either way,
no, we have 2 spots that are up for grabs.
2 spots.
2 spots. 5
So-
and 6 are up for grabs.
A big push
And it's
this week going into rivalry week. So we'll see what happens
It's between Nicky P, Kyle, Nick, and an outside chance of Scott.
because we more or less have ruled out Matt. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, you don't stand a chance. I'm sorry. We love you, but like, you're fucked.
The math is there, but it's at a less than 1%.
Yeah.
But to everyone out there, thanks for listening. Everyone that doesn't listen, hope we can catch you sometime. But other than that, leave comments, likes, all the other shit, and we'll be catching up soon.